Hi everyone, this is Bibi Cameron here for Tonic Studios. Welcome to this video and to my craft room. I hope you are doing well and stay safe. And today I'm going to be talking about the new Nouveau color trend called White Wonderland. And this is a collection with all the products in the Nouveau range in beautiful new shades of blue, also white, gray and silver. And I have some of those products here on my table. So we will have one new color for each different type of Nouveau drops available on the Tonic stores. We will have one new Nouveau expanding mousse color and two new colors of Nouveau embellishment mousses. We will have one new glitter marker, also sparkle spray, confetti and glitter, two new colors of Nouveau Glacier paste, embossing powders, paper and inks. The paper is absolutely beautiful, not only great for Christmas projects but also for the whole year round. So I have some of those papers here so you can have a look at the real colors and texture of this paper. I'm going to show you samples at the end of the video. Now let me show you briefly the colors, the texture, the shine, and some tips and ideas to use the other Nouveau products available in this collection. I also want to show you the tools, the applicators, and some tips to keep your products fresh. For example, I like to keep this cling film and also the original paper that comes in the package to keep the product moisture and to avoid the mousses to dry over time. So this Nouveau mousse here is called Polar Wind. I'm just going to attach the stencil to the paper using a low tack tape, and I'm going to apply the Nouveau mousse with this blending brush in circular motion. This is super easy and quick. These brushes cover a large area in time record. The application is smooth and the stenciled image is absolutely beautiful. So this is Nouveau Polar Wind on white cardstock, and here I have a sample on dark cardstock. This is a super cool medium, very versatile. Nouveau embellishment mousses are opaque in this form, but as they are water-based, you can mix them with water to create a translucent shimmery paint that you can apply on stamped images or die cuts. They are blendable and you can mix these with inks to alter the colors of the mousses, but when they dry really fast, they become permanent and waterproof. You can also apply these mousses on wood, metal, canvas or even fabric. Now let me show you a Snow Storm. This is another new color in this collection, and I'm going to apply this mousse on this panel using a makeup brush. I didn't dare to use my beautiful Nouveau precision brushes, but of course you can do that and wash them straight away. So when applying the mousse on this cardstock color, you will achieve a kind of watermark effect or a ghost effect. I wanted to show you something because this Nouveau mousse is ultra white, but when you apply this mousse on white cardstock, as I did there, you will see the mousse like a kind of ivory pearlescent color. However, when you apply the same mousse with a different applicator, for example a spatula or a palette knife, and you get a thicker layer of the product over the paper, you will see an ultra white and smooth color. So I wanted to show you that comparison just for you to have a better idea. I also decided to show you here this new Nouveau embellishment mousse color on red. And I also use here the makeup brush. So here the mousse also looks a little bit ivorish. And that's because I'm applying a very thin layer of the product. If I apply a thicker layer of the product, you will see an ultra white image. So I wanted to just say that Now let me show you the beautiful Ice Aqua Nuvo Expanding Mousse. This is a beautiful and vibrant blue color, and at first sight, it looks exactly the same than a Nuvo embellishment mousse. The big difference is that if you heat set this product, it will create a bubbly and very rough texture that is absolutely beautiful. The thicker the layer of this mousse you apply over the paper, the most texture you will achieve. So you saw me there applying the mousse first with the brush, and you will see some of the fibers of the brush falling off. That's totally normal, so don't worry about it. And then I apply the mousse with a palette knife to apply a thicker layer of the product. You can see there that this looks pretty much as the Nuvo embellishment mousse, and you can leave it like that. It will take very little to dry. But if you want to step this up, all you have to do is to heat set, just like when you heat set an embossing powder. And then the mousse is going to change the appearance, it's going to lose the shine, and it's going to look a lot more rough. You can see the difference between this corner here that is shiny and this corner here that is already heat set. There is absolutely no mystery about using these Nuvo expanding mousses, and you can also apply them on wood, metal, canvas, or even fabric. So here you see the panel all done, and you can save this kind of panels for many different projects. I'm going to show you samples at the end of this video, so stay tuned. Something I love to do is to apply this Nuvo Snow Storm over that Nuvo expanding mousse, so it kind of highlight the texture. You can do this for any paper craft project. You can also use another mousse color if you want. This is just an extra idea for you. And the good thing is that you can use your fingertips to apply this other Nuvo embellishment mousse over that expanding mousse to get this done. No special tool is needed. So there you go. You can see that beautiful texture that you might not be able to achieve with other products. And of course, you can mix and blend the Nuvo expanding mousses with Nuvo embellishment mousses or any other Nuvo product. All these products are water-based, so you can trade them all in the same way. In this case, I just apply the Nuvo expanding mousse, and over it I apply a little bit of the Nuvo Snow Storm embellishment mousse just to add some highlights and to show you how these mousses looks on dark cardstock as well. So you have there a comparison. This is also opaque, exactly the same characteristics than the Nuvo embellishment mousse. So now let me show you the new colors of Nuvo Glacier Paste in this collection. This has a lot of mica. They are like a gel, totally different than any other Nuvo product. Some people were asking the differences between this Nuvo Glacier Paste and the Glimmer Pastes. And the difference is that this product has very fine mica on it, so it's very smooth and very soft. And the glitter pastes, they are very thick and chunky, and they have thicker pieces of glitter, so they are totally different. You can also apply this Nuvo Glacier Paste with different tools. I use there the makeup brush to achieve a different look and feel, and for this I use the new Nuvo Winter White Glacier Paste. And this paste looks silver or pearlescent. Well, it changed a little bit the appearance depending the cardstock color you use to apply it on. I have a couple of extra swatches for you here. This is Iron Frost Nuvo Glacier Paste, and this one here is Winter White Glacier Paste. To make this swatch here, I completely cover a piece of watercolor paper with Polar Wind Nouveau embellishment mousse. And when the mousse was dry, I applied sparkle spray. I allow this to dry, and then I use a stencil and a spatula to apply the glacier paste over this piece of paper. As a result, I got a thick layer of the paste, and the stenciled image is a lot more crisp and well defined. So depending the applicators or tools we use to apply the pastes or mousses, we will achieve different looks and feels. Last but not least, glacier paste is a slow drying product, so you need to allow this to dry overnight. This is the next day, and if I fold the paper, you will notice that the paste is not cracking at all, so has all the pastes and nouveau mousses. This product is also flexible. So now let me show you the new Nouveau Sparkle Spray. To avoid any mess, I just use a box, place the paper inside, and I spray the paper. I can apply a soft mist of the spray over the paper, or completely cover the paper with the spray. And you can also spray this over die-cut shapes. I'm using snowflakes here, but you can use flowers, die-cut words, anything. This is a slow drying product. You need to allow this to dry at least for 2 hours. I allow everything to dry overnight. And something I wanted to tell you is that I try to use this with stencils, using different paper qualities, and also using adhesive at the back of the stencil. And I could not achieve a nice stenciled image. It might be the stencil because it's very intricate, but because of the nozzle of the spray, I don't really think that you could ever achieve a perfect stenciled image if you spray the paper. You could extract the product on your glass mat and apply with a stencil using sponges or any other applicator and make it possible. So here I have some elements that I can perfectly use for different paper craft projects. The only thing I want to add here is that when you apply a thick layer of this paint on cardstock, you might be able to remove some of that mica that is lying on the surface of the paper. So you can use a fixative or gesso to seal paper that you have heavily sprayed with this product. And I also will advise to die cut the paper first and then spray it to avoid getting your dies inked or painted with these mica or these pigments, because then you will transfer those pigments to other pieces of cardstock through your dies. So the next sample or the next idea I want to share with you is to get free. Just grab a piece of cardstock and grab your products and apply this like crazy over the paper. You know, when you use a brush or these brushes, you get a very organic texture there. I added there the Nouveau embellishment mousse, and now I'm going to add the Nouveau expanding mousse, also with the brush. Once I have done this, I'm going to spray the paper with the sparkle spray, and I'm going to allow this to dry. So there you go. You just transform a blank, dull piece of paper into something new that you can use for a project like this. Please bear in mind that this is a super duper easy card sample that I just wanted to put together for you to give you this extra idea. The flowers were colored with Nouveau alcohol markers, and I also added Nouveau drops here and there to add accents. The size of this card is 4.5 inches by the whole width of an A4 sheet of cardstock. You can make this in any size. Okay, next I want to show you the new colors of Nouveau drops available. I have 3 of the 4 new Nouveau drops available with white Wonderland color trend. So you can see there iceberg blue jewel drops that are translucent. Next to those ones you can see blue ice crystal drops that are opaque and they have a little bit of shine on them. And next to those ones, you can see the new Frosted Lake Dream Drops that are pearlescent. Here I also want to add just one thing. Dream Drops, Stone Drops, and Crystal Drops are opaque, so regardless the cardstock color you apply them on, they will look exactly the same. But if you use a translucent drop, such as jewel drops or glitter drops, you will be able to see the cardstock color you use through them. So if you use a dark cardstock color, the drop appearance is going to be affected by that cardstock color. You only will be able to see the true color of translucent Nuvo drops on white cardstock. So here I want to share some tips to make perfect, beautiful Nuvo drops. Apply the drops on your glass mat with plenty room between them. I used to do this on acetate, but I find that it's easier to remove the drops from the glass mat. Once they are dried the next day, I just use a craft knife to easily remove them from the glass mat as you see there, and place them separated on a piece of felt or something that do not allow them to stick together. Because if you just throw the Nuvo drops all together on a container, they will stick together. So here you can see how beautiful these drops looks when they are dry. All you have to do to adhere them onto your projects is to use liquid adhesive. There are over 20 products on White Wonderland Nuvo color trend, so I hope I could show you most of them, but there is still glitter and confetti and inks and some other products that are available now on the Tonic Studios stores. Now let me play some music and show you some samples made using only products from this collection. So that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to this channel and see you next time. Bye!